of Destiny's Date, written by Lorenz Gido. This play runs about 45 minutes, and we've got our lovely cast up here. If you guys want to introduce yourself, we'll start that way.
I'm Omar, I'll be reading stage directions.
I'm Jacobson, they, I'll be reading Harry.
I'm Aziza, and I'll be reading for Leah and Mother Nature.
Hi, I'm Lou. I'll be reading. Too hard, too difficult. I'll be reading for Penelope.
Hi, I'm Dan, and I'll be reading for Dean.
Hi, I'm Laine. I'll be reading Fate.
Hi, I'm Michael, and I'll be reading for Death and EMT.
Great. Are we all on that? Is there anything else I'm forgetting? I chose Lorenz to work with for this quarter just because I remember reading this play last quarter, the Playwright class we were in, and I was like, this is fucking hilarious. So I wanted to keep working on it. We've gone through several drafts. You're seeing not the most recent draft just because Lorenz wrote one at like 10 p.m. last night. I was like, here's a new one, and I was like, we've already said it. It's so, yeah, but enjoy the show, and I guess we won't chat after, but we'll take a break after, and we'll use your QR code.
Yeah.
Use your QR code and give feedback. Greatly appreciated. Thanks, everyone.
Destiny's Date was initially developed during the Writing for Performance course at the University of California, Irvine in spring 2022. This play is dedicated to anyone who has ever gone to embarrassingly frustrating lengths to impress a crush. The character is Dean, 20-year-old male, hopeless romantic, but he's lazy and somewhat selfish. Penelope, 20-year-old female, example of a model college student unaware of the larger events at play. Fate, the abstract concept involved in Dean's life. Death, a bounty hunter whose heart isn't fully in the job. Nia, 19-year-old female, Penelope's best friend. EMT, an obstacle for Dean. Harry, 18-year-old creative writer. Mother Nature, a mother whose children have taken too much advantage of. Can't be played with a smoker's cough. And news anchor, reporter for the Carmichael County Courier. Time and place, February 29th, around Carmichael County Community College, and occasionally the metaphysical space known as the Abyss. Scene 1, the Abyss, darkness.
Hello?
A single spotlight illuminates Dean, standing center stage.
Dennis Lawson, age 20.
Oh, I prefer Dean.
Formerly a biology major at a university before returning to Carmichael County Community College with no major declared.
What is all this? Where am I?
Do not be alarmed, Dean. You are dead.
Fate walks over as the realization hits.
Wait, what?
You died at approximately 12 p.m. today, February 29th.
That's impossible. I wasn't even jaywalking. I heard a siren, and now I'm... Oh. If I'm dead, then I'm guessing you're...
I am not God.
Oh, right. St. Peter?
This is not him.
Oh! Oh!
It's not him.
Oh, thank God. Sorry. Who are you?
I'm Fate.
Faith?
No, Fate. Hard T. Specifically yours. Almost like what you humans believe to be guardian angels. I've watched and guided your life from your birth until today.
But guardian angels keep people safe. But it sounds like you led me to my death.
I said I was like a guardian angel, not that I am one.
And everybody has one?
Correct. It is our job to guide you all to make the right choices to keep the natural balance of the world.
Wait. No! I was finally going to ask Penelope Herring out. You have to send me back. I've been working up the courage since high school.
I know. And if you had had the courage, you would have thrown off the natural balance. You and Penelope are not meant to be together.
So none of us have free will?
Yes and no. It's more like the illusion of free will. Every thought and feeling you have is your own. Your attraction to Penelope was all your own doing. But I decide how those thoughts and feelings contribute to the grand scheme. When you invited a group of people to the movies, she wasn't feeling well. When you were assigned as partners for the egg project, you broke a bone that kept you out of school for a week. You get the idea. Any interaction between you two could have potentially catastrophic consequences.
So, if I had the confidence to talk to Penelope and she liked me back, it would bring about the apocalypse?
Slowly but surely.
What proof do you have?
Are you seriously asking an omniscient being for... Fine. Let me show you a possibility of what becomes of Carmichael County after her first term as president with you as her first gentleman.
I get to be her trophy husband?
Fate snaps her fingers. The black space around them transforms into a city submerged in the ocean.
This is downtown, but Penelope's the most Earth-conscious person I know. How does any of this happen?
After everyone voted against her on important environmental legislature, you told her not to worry about it and focus her energy on other issues that would make her more popular instead of getting passionate about this like she usually does. And she loved you so much that she listened to you. You two don't even stay together in this one.
She loved me?
Fate waves their arm, and the surroundings change every time fate lists off a new possibility.
This is one where you're a successful songwriting duo. Here's one where you date after you were roommates.
Oh my god, we were roommates?
I've plugged in every single possibility I can think of, but regardless of what happens or how happy you two are, your slacker attitude constantly prevents her from being the best version of herself. She did music as an artistic endeavor. You did it for the fame and money. She wanted to move into a bigger apartment, but your spending habits prevented that, so you two ended up moving into your parents' basement. With or without an apocalypse, it just doesn't work.
Without an apocalypse. That means there's gotta be a future where I don't drag her down, right?
Here's one.
They are suddenly in a serene utopian society that has achieved world peace, plastered with President Penelope posters. They watch Penelope from afar as she speaks at a podium.
People often ask me, Penelope, are you proud of what you've accomplished? You've solved the housing crisis and forgiven all student debt. That's when I say to them, that wasn't me. That was we. I may have led us here, but it's you I'm listening to. And that's a momentum I want to keep up in my second term. I'm proud to say that the first gentleman is already teaming up with our best scientists to begin working on closing the hole in the ozone layer.
That's me! She's talking about me!
Actually, that's you.
Fate points to a headstone reading, "Here lies Dennis Lawson."
Oh, come on! Why would that even happen?
You got hit by a car on the way to one of her rallies. I forgot to mention, this is one where you two don't keep in touch after high school, but you're a major organizer on her campaign.
The utopian Carmichael County fades away, back to the darkness.
Now that I know all of this, what if she and I actually make it work? Have you even spoken with Penelope's fate on any of this?
Penelope's fate is busy planning big things for Penelope, but I'm sure she'd say the same. Besides, if it doesn't work in any of these timelines, what makes you think it will work in
Are
yours?
you serious?
I would never be joking.
Really? Because my entire life is a complete joke. And not even a good one. And it only lasted 20 years. I never even got to see Florida.
You aren't missing much.
I wouldn't know that for myself now, would I? Send me back.
It is your time. You have served your purpose. It is time to take your place in the universe among your ancestors.
My ancestors got to be the stars of the show, and I was just some insignificant background character.
Fate pulls out a clipboard and a pen.
I'm sorry. This is what's meant to happen. You're too dangerous to let live.
As Fate writes, Dean's light slowly begins to fade. He looks around in horror, desperate for a solution.
If it makes you feel any better, you come from a long line of background characters. Now, please don't worry. This is a painless procedure.
The light on Dean keeps fading. In one last move of desperation, he smacks the clipboard out of Fate's hand, also knocking the pen away. Dean immediately starts looking for the pen and the clipboard. He sees the pen as Fate goes for the clipboard.
Gotcha.
They fight over the pen, but Dean doesn't give up. He manages to get the pen.
You're going to regret this, Dean.
Not until after I try.
Dean runs off.
That's what regret is.
Fate walks over to the intercom as lights turn red, sound effects of emergency sirens.
Attention, everyone. The mortal known as Dennis Lawson has escaped back to Earth. He also responds to Dean, Denny, and middle school nickname D-Money. If you see him around the premises, please bring him back immediately. This is a code red. I repeat, this is a code red.
An awkward photo of Dean serving as his mugshot is projected into his face, with text dubbing him Public Enemy #1. Fate pulls out a phone. Death answers.
Who is this?
Death, it's Dean Lawson's fate. We just worked together.
Why are you calling me again?
Did you not hear the announcement I just made?
I don't hear anything that happens in the abyss when I'm on Earth.
Well, he escaped.
Who escaped?
Dean Lawson. You need to go get him.
I did my job, so I don't need to do anything. I collected his soul after the car hit him. You're the one that let him escape. You go fix it.
But you're the only one of us with clearance to bring humans back. We can go to Earth, but all we can do is file the paperwork. I really need you on this one.
I have about 1,000 more stops to make today in the next hour alone. So why should I stop for your guy?
I've already sealed his fate in the grand scheme. He's about to go against it. Do you know what happens when someone or something goes against the grand scheme?
No.
Exactly! Because it's never happened before. The universe tries to correct itself and glitches out. If his actions don't cause the apocalypse, his continued existence will. If that happens, do you really want to be responsible for the apocalypse? Just think of all the people that would die.
There's no one left to kill. I'd be able to retire.
I'm giving you a job. Do you want it or not?
Fine. I'll handle it by the end of the day.
I need this done sooner.
Hey, you want things done fast, you go to Father Time. You want things done, like done, you go to me.
Deb, we are past the point of no return. I kind of need you to do this fast.
If that's the case, we're in for an interesting February 29th.
Death hangs up, lights down. Scene 2, the crosswalk. Sound effects of a car crash, police siren, Penelope's voice, distorted and echoing.
Oh, please don't be dead. Please don't be dead. Where's the ambulance?
Dean bolts awake. Penelope is crouched down next to him. Frazzled but relieved, a small crowd has formed near them. The small crowd relieved he's alive, but now they can resume their day.
Penelope?
Dean, I thought we lost you.
You were worried about me?
Yeah. It's a good thing you woke up before I had to give you mouth to mouth.
Mouth to mouth?
Your heart stopped beating. You were gone, and then you just woke up. I don't know how you survived when that car sent you flying 10 feet.
How long was I out?
A few minutes, but it felt longer than that. I managed to call an ambulance in the meantime.
Wow, thanks for the help.
Help is always worth giving.
Either way, I'm grateful.
It begins to rain. The two laugh at the unexpected rain as they try to stay dry.
That's weird. The weather app said there was no chance of rain today. It was supposed to be 79 degrees with clear skies. It's usually off, but it's never this off.
Do you need my jacket?
No, you keep it.
Are you sure?
You just died and now you're trying to give me your jacket? You're too kind.
I mean, not as kind as you staying by a legally dead guy's side until someone showed up.
I guess I couldn't let you leave this life when it feels like I barely know you.
Well, I'm here now, and I'm not going anywhere.
An ambulance arrives and an EMT steps out, ruining the moment.
We're here to take the body.
He just woke up.
The EMT prods and fiddles with Dean's arms in nonsensical medical ways.
Did he have a pulse when he was unconscious?
No.
You, back in the ambulance, now.
I don't think taking me to the hospital is necessary anymore.
Even if you're fine, we still need to run some tests confirming that you are. Get in the back.
Where should I sit? I can come, right?
Can you please define your relationship?
I'm his friend.
I'm sorry, but only family members can ride with the victim.
Victim?
Sorry, force of habit.
I stayed with him until you arrived. I should get to go with him.
You're welcome to wait at the hospital in your own vehicle.
But I took the bus here.
You've got to let her come.
There's nothing I can do. I'm sorry.
I guess I'll see you later.
Yeah. Text me when you get there, I guess.
But I don't have...
The EMT shuts the door on Dean and then drives off to the sound of thunder, lights down. Scene 3, The Abyss. Fate is at a desk, on the phone, trying to get a hold of Deb. Multiple computer screens are open to track Dean.
Hi, you've reached death, which is also something I say every time I guide a dead person to their fate. If you're hearing this, I'm probably out harvesting souls, sending subliminal messages to people in their sleep, or just ignoring your call. Leave a message after the beep and I'll get back to you whenever I can. Beep, 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 beep.
Hey, Dad, me again. I know I've been on your back about bringing this kid in soon, but the sooner the better. He caused a massive rainstorm, but I have no idea how to stop it. But I just feel like if we stop him, we stop the problem.
Fate hangs up.
3 voicemails, we still won't answer.
A creaking, groaning sound.
What in the world?
Fate looks around before finding a set of leaking, hissing pipes that emit steam. The phone rings.
Hello?
Hi. This is Mother Nature. Are you Dean Lawson's fate?
Yeah, that's me.
Who do you think you are? Carmichael County was supposed to be a nice 78 degrees. It's one thing when your kid leaves his phone charger plugged in when he's not using it, but causing a massive rainstorm is a new low for this kid.
Hang on, don't you control the weather? Why are these pipes so important?
These pipes help me manage the weather, and now I can't control the pipes. At first I thought it was just a pin-up rainstorm for Carmichael County, but if it keeps going at this rate, the place is going to be flooded in no time. I'm all out of ideas on how to stop it.
Fate looks around the desk and finds a roll of duct tape.
I have a roll of duct tape I can patch everything up with.
You're going to fix a natural disaster waiting to happen with duct tape?
Not fix it, but at least slow it down.
Whatever. I don't even know why I should care this much. I give them everything they need to live, and they just waste it. If killing me slowly with all their smoke wasn't enough, then this is how they repay me? I'm tired, you fix it.
She hangs up. Fate begins patching the pipe with the roll of tape.
Haha, that worked.
The pipe bursts open. Fate makes another call as the pipe endlessly spews out water. Lights down. Scene 4, the cafeteria. Penelope is having lunch. Her best friend Leah shows up.
Hey, are we still planning to study in the library later?
Oh, Mia. Mia, innocent, naive Mia.
What's going on?
Mia, there's no easy way to tell you this.
Tell me what?
I'm dying.
What? Is there anything I can do?
What's the point in prolonging the inevitable? We're all just a stitch away from here to there. Or maybe even there.
When did you find out? What's the diagnosis?
Mia, my sweet summer child.
I'm older than you by 3 weeks.
Don't you see that you're dying too?
Huh?
We don't celebrate our birth every year. We celebrate the fact that we avoided dying again, even though every breath draws us closer to the moment of our death. Hey, have you ever noticed how death and breath rhyme when they're opposites of each other?
Here I was thinking it was some life-threatening disease.
The only disease I have is caring too much. Or maybe it's not caring enough. Somehow it's both.
Can I ask what caused this?
I was on there when Dean got hit. When he woke up, I was relieved, but now I've been able to process it, I can't help but wonder, what if it was me?
Oh, that is a big deal.
The whole reason I stayed here in Carmichael was so I wouldn't leave my mom on her own. But if it was me, I would have been taken from her. And it would have been because I chose to stay here.
I don't want to dismiss however you're feeling right now because those are all valid thoughts. But all I can say is that you didn't get hit and you're still here, and I'm sure there's a reason for it.
Yeah. I never would have gotten to make anything of myself out in the world either.
Penny, you never had to leave Carmichael to make anything of yourself. I know you're meant for greatness, no matter what you end up doing. Even if you weren't meant for greatness, you'd find a way to be great anyway. And if I'm wrong, then I guess I have to find someone else's coattails to ride.
I guess that makes me feel a little better. Thanks, Mia.
Of course. One step at a time, right? Whenever I get overwhelmed, it helps me to write at least one thing I want to accomplish by the end of the day. You don't have to tell me what yours is, but I think it would help to write it down. I know you want to help the world, but sometimes helping the world doesn't have to be that big. Sometimes people help the world by just being alive. Hey, the rain stopped.
Penelope writes something down. Lights down. Scene 5, the hospital. Dean sits, waiting. The EMT comes back out to give Dean results.
So, aside from the minor cuts and bruises, it seems like you walked away from this incident unharmed.
Is that good?
Well, any more than that would mean you're dead, so yeah, it's a good thing. You're an interesting case, Mr. Lawson.
Thank you.
That wasn't a compliment, just a statement of fact. Anyway, the doctor says we just need to have you sign some papers, and we can drive you home.
Wait, but I need to go back to school.
Sign these, and we'll take you wherever you need to go. Do you need a pen?
Dean suddenly remembers the pen he took from Fate and checks his pockets. He's surprised it's still there and holds it up.
I forgot to add this one.
The EMT hands Dean a clipboard.
So, does this happen often? People somehow escaping death?
If it happened more often, no one would ever die.
Oh, right.
Dean hands the clipboard back. The EMT exits.
There has to be a reason Fate tried to keep this away from me. A ceiling tile in this room will fall.
The ceiling tile falls.
Okay. The rest of my classes today will be canceled.
Dean's phone buzzes 3 times in rapid succession.
Okay, Professor Truman has fallen ill, Professor Baxter in a car accident, Dr. Montez is the one who caused it. Okay, today I will finally ask Penelope out by the end of the day, regardless of whatever happens. I've got a good feeling about this.
Dean exits. Death ominously steps out and begins to follow until the phone rings.
What is it now?
Do you have him yet?
Well, I almost had him, and then you you call.
Why would you answer?
Because you keep calling. I'm not going to listen to your voicemail.
Okay, the most recent one is only because Mother Nature is on my ass about this now, and I can make sure that you don't ruin this.
I did my job correctly the first time. You were the one who let him get away. How are you a control freak and a screw-up?
Hey, you work for me and all the other fates out there.
I work with you guys, not for you guys.
Just go find him.
Fate hangs up.
Telling you to kill Dean, but I'd kill you if I could.
Death ends. Scene 6, the library. Penelope and Leah sit at a table doing homework. Penelope studies the goals she wrote down from earlier.
Nia, when you write your goals, do you have to get them done by the end of the day?
It depends how big the goal is, really.
My first one is live every day like it's the last.
Ah, I like that. Do you have any ideas on how to do that?
I could definitely stand to loosen up a little.
Perfect. Let's take a study break. If you want to loosen up, you need to be able to relax. So what relaxes you?
Study.
Unbelievable.
When I study, it's just me, the material, and my thoughts. No one ever wants to bother someone who's working on something, but they have a lot less shame about bothering someone with a clear schedule.
Damn. Okay, so you clearly can't give up studying. What's something else that has you stressed?
University admissions, easily. I think that's really what's got me stressed about the future, even if it's a rejection.
Stop thinking about it.
Nia, I'm trying to open up to you about my stress.
Stop thinking about
Oh, right.
it. Life's too short for you to get all hung up on stuff when it's all up in the air right now. How else do you think you could achieve your goal?
I could be more honest with people. No more holding back.
You mean like confessing old secrets to people?
Not necessarily, but sure, that counts.
Dean walks in, fiddling with the pen in his hand, talking to himself.
I'm gonna go find a book I need for the biology homework.
Oh, come on, Nia.
Leah excuses herself.
Hey, Penelope, I was wondering if you maybe wanted to, maybe be confident. Penelope, hey, are you busy this weekend? Because I'm not busy this weekend, and if you're not busy this weekend, this is so hard. Maybe I should have just stayed dead.
Dean sees Penelope from across the stage, sitting alone.
You can do this. You can do this. You can do this.
He gets halfway to Penelope before his classmate Harry arrives and stops him.
Dean, you're alive!
Yeah,
I heard about what happened. Did you really die?
I mean, I'm here, aren't I?
Yeah, but like you were unconscious for a little bit, right? Like people were calling you Dean. I'd love to see that. I'd love to have you on my podcast to talk about what happened.
You only have like 12 listeners.
We could get more if we talked about your experience almost dying. I just have so many questions, like was St. Peter friendly? Actually, who was right about the afterlife?
Harry, I am busy right now.
Harry looks at Dean, then at Penelope, realizing exactly what Dean is busy with.
Oh, I see. Just die without getting to tell Penelope how you feel.
Dude, not so loud.
I remember when I had a crush on Penelope. Then I got older.
Was that before or after she rejected your homecoming proposal flash mob in sophomore year?
Hey, at least I had the courage to ask her and didn't become some obsessive stalker who only admires her from behind potted plants in the library.
Shut up! She could probably hear us from here.
Don't worry, we are far enough. But it would be a shame if someone told you before you could.
What do you want? Want to write your next essay for Rosemont's class or something?
Now, I do have an assignment for my next class that I haven't started.
Okay.
But we both know that you know exactly what I want.
Come on. Anything else?
Hey, Penelope!
I'll go on your damn podcast. Just leave me alone for the rest of the day.
Deal. But I hope you know she is...
This conversation is over, Harry. Goodbye.
Harry exits, Dean continues walking, but the mirrors make him change course.
You're back.
Penelope runs up and hugs him, taking him by surprise.
Yeah, nothing's broken. They said it didn't even seem like I got hit. I'm just grateful I had the second chance, and now I can't waste it.
Living every day like it's your last. I mean, because it almost was. What are you going to do first?
That's something I wanted to for a long time. I was wondering...
Dean doesn't notice that Penelope freezes until he looks up.
Penelope? Hello? Is this some sort of prank?
Dean Dean turns to find Death staring at him.
You breached
No.
again.
No.
You cheated.
Death aims to strike Dean. Dean runs across the stage, ducking behind the bookshelf. Death follows. Death slices the bookshelf in half. Choreography of this chase is open to interpretation, but it should include Dean using his surroundings to his advantage to buy him time, as well as Penelope and the other library patrons inadvertently getting put in harm's way before Dean saves them at the last possible second.
Is it really a crime to have unfinished business?
My instructions were clear. Bring you back in at any cost.
Oh, why does that have to be me?
Because fate wills it so.
Can't it be anyone else?
That's not fair.
But this is!
At this point, Dean ends up on the ground before he picks himself up. He then takes out his notebook and begins writing with the pen.
Death will leave me alone. Oh, come on, why aren't you working?
It doesn't work on beings like me. The less you resist, the easier this process becomes.
Death corners Dean. With no other option, Dean crumples up the paper and tosses it at Death, only for it to bounce off.
Oh, okay, I'm putting down the pen. I think we should talk this out.
Dean slowly sets the pen down on the table Penelope was sitting at.
Fine. Make it quick.
Do you really need to bring me in?
Look, I don't know. I don't even want to be here.
So why are you here?
Because fate won't stop bothering me.
Then why are you still working together? Because fate said so?
Death lowers the sight.
Well, yeah. I advocated for letting you go, but fate wasn't having it. The only reason I'm here is because fate really wants you dead.
Okay, but you, more than anyone, should know how messed up it is that fate gets to control everything, right? How many people have you had to take in just because their fate decided they had to die?
I'm not a numbers guy, but I can say it's been a lot.
Of those people, how many do you think personally deserved it?
A fair amount of them,
But...
I was just following orders. There are just as many who didn't deserve it. Can I tell you something? The killer's been gnawing at me for a while now. You know, when I get to collect a serial killer or something, it's justice, you know? But one person for dozens and maybe hundreds of victims? It feels unbalanced. And then there are the kids that get the diagnosis they didn't ask for. It's not always easy, especially when people put you in their Halloween decorations with all the other monsters. But I tell myself I'm just guiding them to their next destination.
That's how you feel. Why do you still go through with it? Because it's your job?
Because that's life.
So why should life be that way? You're an all-powerful being of the cosmos that helps run life. You should get just as much of a say as fate does. You should get to do what you want.
Yeah, you're right.
I am?
Yeah. Instead of killing whoever the fate's telling me who to kill all the time, I could kill whoever I want, whenever I want. If everyone's dead, things wouldn't be unfair.
No. That's not really what I meant.
Yes, I like this very much. Screw you, fate. Thank you, Dennis Lawson.
With the wave of Death's hands, the broken furniture magically fixes itself, and Penelope's chair slides back into place. Death exits, and the world resumes.
What are you going to do first? You okay?
Yeah, sorry, just a fly was really close to my head.
Dean cringes at his cover-up.
I hate when that happens. It makes me feel all smelly.
Anyway, I was going to ask you, why did you stay with me when I got knocked out?
Help is always worth giving.
I know you said that already, but today is the most we've interacted since high school, and I know why you helped me, but I still don't know why you helped me.
Okay, I told myself I'd be more honest with people. I've always wanted to be your friend. But our timing was awful, almost like we were cursed.
Tell me about it.
I've admired how calm and collected you are since our freshman year, and I...
Calm?
You let things happen, and you don't even stress about them. You died today. And it doesn't even seem to bother you. With me, if it's not one thing, it's another. That's why I'm still here. I was ready to leave after senior year, then Mom got sick. I'm sorry if it felt like I was avoiding you. It's just that life happened.
No, don't apologize. If anything, I'm sorry that happened. Is she okay?
She's doing a lot better now. And if I left, I never would have met... Ooh, sorry. 1 second. Ooh, I gotta go. Emergency student council meeting.
I could walk with you.
Leah and I are walking together, but I'd love to catch up sometime.
That would be amazing.
See you around here.
Actually, I have something else to ask you. When we...
The radio music cuts out for an important message that Dean listens to. They both listen intently.
This is Carly Cranston with the Carmichael County Courier. A wave of sudden heart attacks around the county has sent the national death toll rising to an all-time high. We can confirm that at least one of the victims is a Carmichael County citizen, and all our hearts go out to his loved ones. More on the situation as it develops. In other news, satellites have been falling out of orbit.
Dean turns off the radio. They're both stunned.
Jeez. First you, and now...
I have to go.
Okay. Is everything okay?
I don't know.
Well, I hope it will be.
Yeah, me too.
Nia re-enters with her book.
Hey, Dean.
Sorry, I gotta go.
Dean exits hastily, not bothering to check for anything he may have left behind.
Everything okay with him?
No idea.
I know we should get to the meeting, but can we walk around the humanities building? I heard a satellite fell around that area, and I kind of want to see it.
The news was just saying something about falling satellites around the country. I didn't catch all of it, but it's odd. I wonder what would even cause something like that.
Penelope and Nia pack up their belongings. Harry enters.
Nia, did you finish your monster short story? I was gonna write mine now, but I was gonna ask you if I could borrow a pen.
Penelope looks around and sees the pen that Dean left.
I think Dean left this one behind. I'd give it back to him before the end of the day.
She hands him the same pen that Dean set down.
Thanks, Penelope. By the way, did you know that Dean has a...
Harry, we have a meeting to get to.
What? I was just gonna say that Dean has agreed to be on my podcast, and you guys should listen.
Don't you only have like 12 listeners?
I like to think I'm growing the audience.
I'm sorry, but we have to go.
The girls leave. Harry walks over to the librarian.
Excuse me, librarian. One of your finest soundproof study rooms, please.
Lights down. Scene 7, the cafeteria. Lights up. Dean runs in, out of breath.
Boy, this is bad, I think. Who in town deserved it the most? Who deserved it the least? This is hopeless.
Fate enters, soaked from dealing with the pipe situation and holding a piece of space debris.
Dennis Edward Lawson.
What's with the space junk? And did you just get out of the shower?
You have no idea what I've been through today, so you better have an explanation that goes beyond your little schoolyard crush.
Well, you see, it's not my fault.
What's not your fault?
All I said to Death was that he should do whatever he wants instead of listening to you. I didn't think that that mean he'd go off killing people.
It's more than that, Dean. Are you aware that you've caused the rainstorms today and the falling satellites?
What does any of that have to do with me?
You've removed us so far from what should have happened today that the universe is trying to correct itself.
Look, I'm just trying to talk to Penelope.
Enough about the girl you barely know.
I mean, she told me she'd admired me since freshman year. Plus, we had a moment back once in high school.
Really?
Yeah, we made eye contact in the hallway just before graduating.
Did either of you say anything to each other?
I like to think that moment was about what wasn't said. Like it was a conversation with our eyes.
I can't keep having you screwing over everyone else because you want to get screwed.
Hey, that's not exactly what I want.
It doesn't matter what you want to do. What matters is what you have done. I don't even know where to begin, but death has been unleashed on hundreds of unwitting people because of you.
Hey, if I changed my death with a pen, can't we change theirs?
I'm going to do that, but cleaning up Death's messes isn't going to prevent any more of his messes, and I know it certainly isn't going to stop yours. You may not have murdered them yourself, but they are dead because of your actions. Learn from this, Dean. Pen. Now.
Dean checks his pockets to find nothing. He opens his backpack, but it's not in there.
Oh, no.
He frantically dumps everything out of his backpack, creating a mess of textbooks and old homework assignments across the floor.
No.
I'm waiting.
It's in here somewhere. It has to be.
Really, Dean?
Okay, well, if you think about it, the pen is still at school, so it's not like lost. We can still find it. Besides, aren't you still all-powerful without it?
As powerful as I am, fate is only sealed when I use the pen, and I don't have extras. And if this is what you've accomplished with the pen, I don't even want to know what anyone else is going to use it for.
On the bright side, I don't think anyone here will use it for anything weird. I mean, we're all either 40, 20-something-year-olds or hormonal teenagers fresh out of high school.
Dean, those are the two demographics I worry about the most.
I promise you, we'll fix this.
No, I'm going to fix this. You're going to find the pen while I send these satellites back into orbit. What are you waiting for? Go!
Dean debates on what to say, but realizes it would be smarter to just go. Scene 8, the library. Dean arrives back at the library an hour or so later.
I had it when I got back. I set it down on the table. What was it? This table?
Harry's behind a potted plant.
Dean!
Dean looks around to find who called for him.
Behind the plant.
Dean walks over to the plant to see scratches and bruises across Harry's face.
Harry, what happened to you?
Shh! He can hear you. I was just writing my monster story and he just appeared. How did he even get in there?
How did who get in there?
I tried screaming for help, but it was a soundproof study room. I was able to distract him with some salmon roll that I bought for lunch, but now I have no lunch.
Screaming from stage right, accompanied by a roar. People run across the stage. Behind them, a rabid bear cub enters.
That's him!
Harry cowers behind Dean. The bear circles them.
What? Oh my. Harry, where's the pen you used?
Why is that important, Dean?
What does he want?
I don't know!
Dean is face to face with the bear cub. The bear circles Dean and Harry.
Nice bear.
The bear lunges for Harry, but Dean jumps in the way. Dean wrestles the bear to prevent it from getting Harry, while Harry becomes Dean's personal cheerleader.
Yeah! Get it, Dean! Get it! Pull his Harry!
Don't just stand there, get help!
I'm on it!
The bear notices Harry and pulls away from Dean, who is somehow unharmed.
No, stay back. You already took my lunch. What more do you want?
Harry exits stage left.
Save yourself, Dean!
Dean runs into the study room that Harry was in. There it is, the pen. Dean takes it and prepares to write in Harry's notebook, where he finds a written paragraph.
Here I was, standing face to face with Domingo the mutant bear cub. Damn it, Harry. Okay.
Dean begins writing as fast as he can.
Domingo got tired and fell asleep. Animal control came to pick him up, and no one else was hurt, and I survived. And I'm canceling my podcast.
Bates enters the room. Bates holds a phone away from their face because of the screaming.
Rainstorms, rabid bears. I don't care if this wasn't either of your fault. You never, and I mean never, disrupt my work like this again. Do you understand? Because if you don't, I have some early birds who have already eaten their worms that will make sure you understand. And if this isn't the last I hear from you, I will personally cause the apocalypse myself.
Dial tone.
So that's been my day.
Well, are you gonna help me?
Kid, that's all I've been doing all day.
Okay, well, here's your stupid pen.
Dean hands the pen back to Fate.
Good. I'm going to fix the damage you caused, and you're going to talk to Death.
I really don't want to.
We're a little bit beyond what you don't want to do, aren't we? Besides, this is your mess. You clean it up.
Okay, where is Death then?
Why?
Fate opens a portal. Dean is eager to step through.
Oh, why didn't you just leave with that?
Fate grabs Dean by the back of his collar.
Get Death and come back. That's it. If I find out you attended a luau, or even so much as smelled a pineapple, I will give you a punishment so cruel you're going to wish it was the ideal child you grew up with.
Can I at least know what the punishment is?
Fate holds up a USB flash drive.
This is a collection of all your embarrassing moments from when you were going through puberty.
What, you're gonna make me watch them on an eternal loop?
I'm going to make you relive them on an eternal loop, including 8th grade picture day.
Dear God, no!
Do as I say, and this won't be an issue. Have I made myself clear?
Dean nods and steps through. Scene 9, a volcano. Dean arrives at an active volcano.
Where did you send me, Fate?
The volcano erupts. Surf rock comes on as Death rides the lava eruption on a surfboard, wearing a lei, drinking from a coconut in the other hand.
Dean Lawson, my
friend. Want to catch some sick eruptions with me?
As cool as that sounds, I'd probably fall off and die.
Then we can hang out more.
I mean, that's not what I want. And fate needs you to come back.
To hell with fate.
Okay, I don't agree with fate, but I think you're a little too chaotic on your own.
Wow, I do you a solid and kill the guy who ran you over, and this is the thanks I get?
Really?
Yeah, man, I read his file. Do you know why he was running from the cops in the first place? He stole that car. He killed you in the process, and you would have been the first kill in a long line over the next 5 years. I stopped that all from happening. You're welcome.
Wow. Wait a second, he hasn't killed me.
What are you talking about? He hit you and caused your death.
I don't know, I feel pretty alive. He definitely committed a crime, but killing me isn't one of them. And he hasn't killed those other people yet, either.
And now he never will.
But who's to say that he would have? If it's his fate to do all that, does that mean he's just meant to be a bad person?
I guess we'll never know.
No, we never knew. Shouldn't that be the exciting thing? Yes, he needs to be brought to justice, but there are a lot of other ways that it could have happened. You're just as bad as fate.
Don't you dare compare me to fate.
Yes, you are. You both disagree on everything, but you both sure love to discard people's lives for your own selfish reasons in the name of running the universe.
You want to see me be like fate?
Death pulls out the sign.
Okay, let's not do anything irrational.
What would be irrational? You're meant to die. Both of us have already interfered with fate's grand plan today. So what's the harm in finishing the job I was sent for?
Death advances toward Dean again.
Hey, killing me is just gonna make fate happy. You don't want that, right?
Yeah, but it would make me happy too.
Death swings at Dean, who cowers in fear. At the last possible second, fate intervenes, stopping the blade.
To be fair, I take no pleasure in your death, Dean.
Fate stops, and Death continues to swing at fate.
Then why send me after him?
Because it's for the greater good. Ah!
Death slices Fate's arm off, then stabs Fate in the chest.
This is what you wanted, isn't it, Dean?
I didn't mean for this.
I'm an all-powerful abstract concept that millions of people believe in, you buffoon. I will never die.
Fate regrows the lost arm, removes the sight, and brandishes it against Death.
How's this for doing my job correctly?
Fate swings at Death, Death dodges.
What, you don't think I have a spare? Unlike you, I come prepared. Some all-powerful being you are if you get bested by some scrawny college nerd.
Hey!
Death pulls out another sight, and the two begin clashing, which escalates into an epic, over-the-top battle, where Fate constantly teleports all of them around the world, causing all sorts of glitching and cosmic errors. Dean is fed up when the fight leads them back to Scene 10, an empty classroom. Dean stands on top of a desk.
Hey!
They stop fighting and look, finally remembering Dean was with them.
What is the matter with you?
Hey, nothing's the matter with me, but I can tell you everything that's wrong with Fate.
No, nothing I already don't know.
Watch it, Dean. You're already on thin ice.
Hey, you can't kill me without Death agreeing to it.
He's right.
But two eternal beings that run the universe disagreeing on how to run the universe is more chaotic than me being alive.
As much as I hate to admit this, you're right.
Really?
Yeah, I can't get anything done if we don't agree and work together. Death, I'm sorry for not trusting you with this.
I'm sorry I said I was bad at your job, and for calling you a control freak.
No, you're right. I needed to hear that. I need to be less stubborn.
Thanks, friend. What do you say? Let's kill him. Together?
Together.
What?
You find a new best friend, Dennis Lawson.
Your sacrifice will not go unrewarded. Now hold still.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, hang on. Can I sharpen my blade? I thought I really did a number on it.
Yeah, I should write out how this happens first anyway.
See you in a few.
Death high-fives Fate before exiting.
So this was all for nothing? Me coming back? Penelope?
You can't seriously still be going on about this girl you don't know.
I don't know her because you won't let me know her.
Why is this so important to you?
I've never been in a relationship before. And don't give me this spiel about love from your friends and family. That's different and you know it.
Are you in love with Penelope? Or the idea of being in love with Penelope?
That's not a fair question.
Seems like you know the answer then.
I don't know the answer because you won't let me find it for myself.
Let's break down all the suffering you've caused today, shall we? Your existence past your death confused the universe so badly that it caused rainstorms and knocked space debris out of orbit. Your today, so you canceled class for around 180 of your classmates. You're lucky that none of them were here for Domingo the Ragged Bear Cub, or Dead's little killing spree that you caused.
How many times do I have to say sorry?
Sorry isn't good enough. Do you have any idea what we could have lost because of your actions? One of them is supposed to find the cure that would completely eradicate the common cold, and another discovers a new species of fish in 20 years.
What was I supposed to do?
You were supposed to not go back in the first place.
No, what was I supposed to do? They get all their dream lives and I die at 20? Surely there are other futures where I live past this, right?
You need control.
You call it control, but it still sucks. Disease, famine, war, natural disasters, poverty, everything bad. That's all just meant to happen. Is it really mine and Penelope's fault, or is it yours? Disagreement between you and death destroyed a bunch of towns.
When another human causes those things, it's chaos. When I do it, it's life. The sooner you realize that, the sooner we can be done with this. And the only reason Death and I caused any of that was to clean up your mess. You have interfered with the grand scheme for too long.
Fate waves the pen like a wand, summoning the same clipboard from earlier.
No!
Dean moves to steal the pen and clipboard again, but Fate waves him away, pushing him back. Fate writes on the clipboard, the lights flicker, but nothing happens.
This can't be another glitch.
Fate tries again with the same exact result.
What's happening?
Out of ink!
Yes! Thank you, Domingo!
Dean finds his way out of the furniture barricade. When he escapes, the entire thing collapses.
Dean, don't!
Fate 0, Dean 2!
Dean flips Fate off with both middle fingers, then runs off. Scene 11 around the school. Rain starts to fall again as Dean runs around the school looking for Penelope. He runs past a bruised up Harry in a wheelchair, whose arms are in casts.
Dean! Hey, Dean!
Dean slows down.
What is it, man?
Oh, never mind, you look busy.
I stopped. So you better tell me.
Okay, I just wanted to tell you I have turned over a new leaf. As gratitude for helping me with the bear, I'm canceling the podcast.
Okay.
Oh,
Is
and
that all you wanted to tell me?
yeah, since the podcast is canceled, I won't tell Penelope you like her. You're welcome.
Fed up, Dean leaves.
Wait, do you want to sign my cast? It's okay. You can sign them tomorrow.
Harry exits. Dean continues running. He gets a phone call.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak with Dennis Lawson, please?
This is him.
Great. I work at the hospital. Are you busy?
Kind of.
Okay, well, I'm calling about your hospital bill.
You said I was fine.
Yeah, but we still provided you with service. All those tests, and you rode in the ambulance.
You're talking to a broke community college student.
Okay, well, you signed the contract saying you'd pay for it.
Of course I did. How much is it?
12
Oh, that's nothing if I just stop eating out.
grand.
I'll have to call you back. I'll talk to my parents about their insurance.
Dean hangs up and continues running.
I should have probably told my parents that I died today.
Dean sees Nina.
Nina!
Whoa, Dean, you okay?
Where is she?
Probably about to go home.
But your meeting.
The meeting ended hours ago. She spent all that time looking for you, but we heard animal control came for some bear.
Is she still on campus?
Is this about what I think it's about?
That depends. What do you think it's about?
Don't deflect. You've had a crush on her since high school, and you're finally going to get it off your chest because you almost died without telling me.
How'd you know?
I've seen how you looked at her during class in high school. It's pretty similar to how you look at her in class now. How could anyone not know?
Feels like she doesn't.
Hey, you never know. But if it's any consolation, I always thought you two would be cute together. I used to tease her with that all the time in high school.
Really?
Don't worry, that's all I ever said. Everyone knows you never snitch on someone with a crush to their crush. It's basic 7th grade law. I'm glad you're finally going for it, though.
Has she ever said anything about me?
That's something you deserve to hear directly from her.
I owe you so much, Nia. Where is she?
She usually waits at the bus stop on the other end of campus, but you should
Thank
know.
you.
Dean hugs her, then takes off for a sprint. He's able to dodge a falling satellite before he finally reaches the bus stop. Scene 13, the bus. Penelope is about to get on a bus.
Wait, no, Penelope!
She doesn't hear him. Dean follows her on the bus. There is a bus driver concealing their face.
Dean? I didn't know you took this bus too.
I don't. I wanted to. Holy shit, I'm out of shape.
The bus lurches forward, causing Dean to almost fall on Penelope before he catches himself. They both giggle and he sits.
I've been looking for you since my meeting ended.
Really?
Yeah, because you were going to ask me something and then you run out. That was when I realized we still don't have each other's numbers.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
I was worried that the bear got you or something too.
You were? Yeah, it's been a weird day, and
Here, give me your phone.
Dean gives her his phone, lets her type her number in.
And here it is. Now, what is it that you were going to ask me?
Remember how you said we should catch up sometime?
Yeah, I think we deserve that. It feels like I've known you for years, but...
You still don't completely know me, right?
Yes.
That's how I felt about you since high school.
Okay, since there's so much lost time and we almost lost any chance in the future, I wanted to ask while I was looking for you. Do you want to have lunch tomorrow?
Yes! Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I've been trying to ask you!
It's amazing how all these years slipped by us and somehow we're in perfect sync.
Where were you thinking?
There's this great pizza place down by the harbor.
Alfredo's? Their breadsticks are amazing.
Yeah! My boyfriend and I fight over them all the time.
I didn't know you had a boyfriend.
Yeah, we met last year. He was my biology tutor, but I like to say we have great chemistry. Do you mind if he comes with us? I told him I've had a crazy day and he wants to see me tomorrow.
Oh, sure.
I really think it was meant to be, like it was...
Fate.
Exactly! You get me. I'm not sure about a lot of things in life, but I'm pretty sure about him.
Fate really is something else.
Oh, and... never mind. I don't know if I should even tell you.
Oh, tell me what.
Screw it. I think it's funny that my boyfriend is meeting the guy I had a crush on in my freshman year.
You had a crush on me?
Don't laugh, it was freshman year.
No, trust me, I get it. You have no idea.
I've been trying to tell you that all day because I told Leah I'd live every day like it was my last, but I was just afraid you'd find it stupid.
I would never.
Thanks for being so cool about it. Anyways, 12 p.m. tomorrow?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Awesome! Well, this is my stop. I'm excited we finally made this work. Kyle and I will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you both tomorrow.
Penelope gets off the bus. When he's alone, his smile fades as he watches her exit. The rain stops.
His name is Kyle!
He walks over to Dean.
Why didn't you tell her?
Not that it would have mattered. If I knew she had a boyfriend, I wouldn't have even come back.
Seriously? Everyone almost told you today. I even showed you a future where she's happy and successful with him and all you could think about was yourself. That's when I knew telling you wouldn't have stopped you either way.
The universe is saved, I guess. I'm still just some side character in everyone else's story.
If it's any consolation, flipping me off isn't exactly side character behavior.
Yeah, I still failed.
Why do guys bend over backwards to get a girl in their lives and then get all angsty when they want to be friends? You wanted her to notice you today. Tomorrow you're having lunch with her. And now you know that she liked you at some point in your life. Is that really a failure?
Yeah, because I didn't take the chance then.
But you took the chance today. You defied me. And now you get to be her friend.
I'd be open to friendship if I wasn't supposed to die anyway.
I thought your death was the only way to stop the glitching, but death just suggested retroactively making everything a part of the grand scheme by adding it all to your file. He really vouched for you. Think of it as a thank you for helping me and Death work out our issues. We're doing karaoke with Cthulhu on Saturday.
I'm grateful, but don't I destroy the universe as we know it?
For the first time in my vast, infinite life, I've been proven wrong. You caused the end of the world in all potential timelines except one.
Which one is that?
The one where you have the knowledge of how not to cause the apocalypse.
But you didn't show me that one.
Dude! It's this one. You're in a position where you can't pursue Penelope, and you know a lot more than you did when I ran those scenarios. Everything I showed you is obsolete.
Fate is about to leave.
So, what comes next?
That's up to you.
Lights down. End of play.